It's literally so insane to even think that I got my nursing license 4 years ago. That's so crazy. But you know, time does fly when you have bills to pay and mouths to feed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Hey you guys, my name is Quel. I'm here to do an updated video on a video I created years ago. It was a video entitled Why I Chose LPN over RN School, and I go into detail as far as what my reasoning behind going straight into my LPN career, getting my license that way, and not choosing to go through the RN route. So if you guys want to see that video, I'll definitely link it. It still receives tons of views and comments galore, so there's definitely conversations if you guys want to join that. If you want to get a good insight on why I actually chose the route that I chose, go ahead and watch that video. But I wanted to do an updated video because it's been many years, and again, I am now surpassing 4 years of becoming a nurse. And I want to address the question, do I still feel like it was a good choice to go the LPN route as opposed to the RN route? So if you guys want to see this video, go ahead and watch the video in its entirety. It definitely helps the algorithm know that people are actually watching the video, and it kind of pushes it out when it shows that there's a high watch rate on videos. Like the video is good for engagement as well. Sharing the video is very helpful, and let's get this video out there. Go ahead and comment as I go along. Let's start communicating with each other respectfully in the comments, and go ahead and stick around. So again, I began my LPN career many years ago. So 5 years ago, I should say, technically, I began my LPN career. The nursing program that I went into was a 12-month program, and I have detailed my entire journey of becoming a nurse, and even in nursing school, I have videos about that. So I'll go ahead and link that playlist below in the description box if you guys want to check that out. It's kind of cool. Sometimes I'll go back just to watch myself, and I'm so glad I documented, because there's many things that I forgot. So I'm glad that I have that to look back on. It's really cool to see where I came from, and I will say that I am just so proud of myself. I know it's weird to say I'm giving myself a pat on the back, but I don't think many people do that enough. So I got my nursing license December in 2018. I had first gotten a job working for a DME company, and if you guys want to, I thought it would be a fun video to kind of rank my different nursing jobs that I've had before and kind of go into more detail now that I've had some experience. So I'll go ahead and do that video if you guys want to see that. Let me know in the comments below. But I worked for a DME company. I basically taught patients how to use their CPAP and their BiPAP machines and oxygen, and I made house calls also for the patients that really couldn't get around. So I traveled to different places also just to teach them how to use their medical equipment. So that's the first nursing job that I had. It was really good, and again, I'll get into that. I don't want to get into too much of that, but that's basically what I did. It was a lot of patient teaching, and then afterwards I did home health, and I did that for a while. I really want to get into detail, but I want to save that for another video. So I did the home health. Also, I worked as a school nurse, which I documented also. Make sure you watch those videos. And now I am working behind the scenes in more of like a risk management position. So the reason why I still believe that becoming an LPN over an RN has been the best route for me, I get into details about it, and it still remains the same, the reasonings in my last video, but also now because I love the fact that even as an LPN, I can work in so many different niches or disciplines and get a feel for actually what works for me. I knew from the beginning I did not want to work in a skilled nursing facility, which was insane because back then that's what I thought nurses could do. I was really using my LPN license as a stepping stone to hurry up and fast track me onto an RN program. I never really thought that I would actually work for this many years as an LPN because I didn't know the different avenues and the different job opportunities that were out there for me. And when I tell you guys, there's so many different opportunities outside of skilled nursing facilities. And this goes without saying, I'm not knocking anyone that wants to do that. There is thankfully something for everybody in the nursing profession. So if you want to work at a skilled nursing facility, then by all means. I will say that as far as an LPN, that seems the most enticing because of all the places it seems like they pay the best. But I realize that's not true either. I work in corporate, get paid salary, and I get the weekends off, and you know, etc, etc. There's so many perks working in corporate as opposed to actual patient care that I really enjoy, that really mattered to me, and that's why I wanted to try different routes that weren't the traditional skilled nursing facilities or the hospitals, because I knew I didn't want to work 12. If I had to work 12s, I will make it work, but more so because especially when I became a new nurse, I knew I wouldn't get the best shift. Usually when you come on, it's night shifts for a while until you build some seniority or there's an opening, and it's really sought after working during the days or, you know, not nights. So I didn't necessarily want to work 12s. I didn't want to work nights, holidays, and that's why I just kind of gravitated to more doctor's office position. And also number 2, as of today, as of right now, and this could change, I don't have any desire, none whatsoever, to go back to school. I really don't. I really, honestly, truly, now that might change a year, 3 months from now. It might change tomorrow. Things might change and I might get a change of heart. But for the lifestyle that I have been able to establish for myself, I just can't see myself, any reason for me to want to go back to school other than having that RN, BSN after my name. Like, there's nothing, no route, there's not like a position, there's not like a career advancement that I see in front of me that would entice me to go after an RN, just because I really like where I'm at right now. And of course things can change, and the position that I'm in right now might change, and my heart might change, but that was for me at another time in my life. Like, me going to school, it was just really, really different. And even if it was the same, even if my lifestyle was a little bit different and I didn't have to work as much as I do, or a full-time schedule, I don't know if I would still have the desire. I'm really in the soft life mode. Now, honey, I pay all my bills, I'm working full-time, I do my YouTube, I take care of 2 kids, we do extracurricular activities, I have a whole house, I bought my whole house by myself. But in that, I'm just, what I mean by soft life is I'm here to do what feels right for me. And I feel like me going back to RN for me would just me being able to say, hey, of course I did it. You see me out here, I'm over here killing it. It really wouldn't be for me. It would be for, you know, to show that I can do it. And I don't need that for me to know that I'm it, I'm that girl. Like, I don't need that RN, BSN behind my name. That would be the reason. I think that's a wrong reason to go back to school for your RN. I don't know if that even makes any type of sense, but hopefully I'm just getting that out there. Like, I am not judging anybody. Awesome, we need nurses, we need LPNs, we need RNs. Do it, but do it for you. And I have never been the type to do anything for anybody else other than me. Like, I don't care about the perception. I don't care about like what other people say. I don't get caught up in all the titles. Like, the job that I work for in corporate, like, you don't know who the LPNs and RNs, other than the case managers. Those definitely have to be RNs, but anybody else, you don't know who's the LPN, who the RN. We're all mixed in together. So, and I just love it. I have literally wheeled the life that I've wanted out of this. Again, I went into nursing school thinking that this is the stepping stone in order for me to get elevated and go somewhere else with my life. But what it boiled down to is I wanted autonomy. Like, I knew that I needed something other than just working experience to elevate my life and get out of the jobs that I was working for or with, that grueling hours, never being able to see my kids, just missing out on life just in general, like no flexibility. I was working jobs that I had no passion. I felt like I could do so much better for myself. So me going to LPN school, I think, did give me the satisfaction that I needed and gave me a sense of fulfillment as far as accomplishing school and then getting a license behind my name and now working in a field that I actually enjoy. And also, it has given me the autonomy that I was talking about. I just absolutely love it. Success for me is being able to see my kids before they go to school. That's success. Being able to wake up every morning, getting my kids dressed, being home in time to cook dinner, doing homework with them. That's success to me. Taking vacations and not having to worry about it being declined. Being able to pay for the vacations, you know, being able to take my kids on trips every year, being able to put a down payment on my house by myself, being able to afford paying all the bills by myself, the car, food in the house. Like I just feel so blessed and so thankful that I went through that grueling year of having to go to school, having that mindset, the resiliency that I had to get through school, and now working somewhere that I absolutely love, and has afforded an opportunity for me to be financially sound, emotionally available for my kids. I can get off of work and not be drained. Not every day is perfect. With everything, it's going to have its pros and its cons, but this is the first time in my life that I finally feel settled as far as the adulting side of things. And work has never been, and it used to be, I feel like we all went through this whole phase of like girl bossing. Like everybody wanted to be a girl boss, and everybody wanted to grind, we sleep when we die, and all of that like foolishness. Honestly, to me, that's foolish. That is not the life that I want to live. Even though, you know, I'm out here doing it all by myself, what I'm saying is that's where the happiness comes from. It's not from the specific like license at the end of my name. It's not about necessarily working or a job. That's not where the fulfillment comes, the afterwards, the being able to provide. Like I'm so excited this year. I could cry. I'm so excited. I'm so excited this year that I'm able to just do for everybody. Like I've been asking everybody since like August, like, what do you guys want for Christmas? And like this is the first year that I feel like my wallet can be wide to not only my kids have always been able, I've been able to like make sure that they're taken care of, but everybody else, like being able to get what they want, and like me honestly being able to give that to them. Like this is the first year, and I'm doing it by myself, and I would not have been able to do that had I not gone to LPN school. So that's what I'm saying as far as it. I might go back to RN school in the future if that's a desire that just springs on me. I know my job has tuition reimbursement. It might be something that I go for in the future for other reasons, but right now the only reason why I will want to go back to nursing school is, again, just to get the RN BSN after my name. It wouldn't necessarily be for anything else, and I don't think that's a great reason just to do anything, because again, nursing school isn't just like just going to school. No, that is just a whole nother beast. It's a whole nother beast, and it's not to like discourage anybody. It's just not in my heart to do. I know that's not the path that God has me on right now. I have no desire to do it, so I'm not going to do it. But I'm just so thankful that I did do what I did or had to do to get through nursing school, to get through LPN school, because now we're good. We're not rich, but we're content. I feel at peace. Well, that is all that I have for you today. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.